Our advanced parking mode is one of our most popular features. Once your Thinkware Dash Cam is hardwired to your vehicle's fuse box, it can record motion and impacts while you're away from your vehicle. However, not everyone wants to use their vehicle's battery to continue powering their dash cam while their vehicle is parked. The added stress of powering a dash cam on the vehicle's battery can shorten its lifespan. The iVolt Mini is an external battery pack that powers a dash cam in parking mode instead of a vehicle's battery. While in regular motion and impact recording parking mode, the iVolt Mini will power a 1-channel dash cam up to 20 hours and a 2-channel dash cam up to 16 hours. Hey guys, today we'll be showing you how to install the Thinkware iVolt Mini. The iVolt Mini works by connecting to an ACC fuse in your vehicle's fuse box. This allows the iVolt Mini to fully recharge in a mere 45 minutes. When the ignition is turned off, the dash cam will switch to parking mode and will be powered by the iVolt Mini. In the box includes the following: quick start guide and warranty information, the iVolt Mini main unit, fuse box charging cable, the output cable, fuse taps and additional fuses, and Velcro strips for mounting the iVolt Mini. To install the iVolt Mini, you will need the following items: a circuit tester, needle nose pliers, crimping tool, trim tools, fuse taps and extra fuses, the iVolt Mini, a knife, a Thinkware hardwiring kit, which is sold separately, and electrical tape. The first step of the installation is connecting the Thinkware hardwiring cable with the output cable that comes with the iVolt Mini. Before proceeding, we recommend cutting the fork terminal off of the ground wire on the hardwiring cable. Next, we are going to strip the ends of the B+, ACC, and ground wires on both the hardwiring cable and the output cable. Strip the wires until there's approximately 1 inch of exposed wire. Now, we're going to connect the hardwiring cable and the output cable that comes with the iVolt Mini. Twist the exposed ACC wires on the hardwiring kit and the output cable together. Repeat this step for the B+ and the ground wires. Please note that each cable is labeled, and make sure to follow the labels on your power cables to identify the ACC, B+, and ground. Once they are twisted together, wrap the exposed wire with electrical tape. The output cable plugs into the back of the iVolt Mini and will provide power to the dash cam. Take the fuse box charging cable and find the black ground wire and ground the wire to a non-coated screw or bolt. Unlike the hardwiring cable, the fuse box charging cable only has 2 wires, an ACC wire and a ground. Select the appropriate fuse tap for your vehicle's fuse box. Our vehicle is using mini fuses, so we're going to use the mini fuse tap. Take the ACC wire from the fuse box charging cable and crimp the exposed end into the fuse tap. Use your vehicle's fuse panel guide and a circuit tester or voltage meter to find an ACC fuse slot. The ACC fuse slot will only have power when the ignition is on. For safety reasons, we strongly recommend that you do not use fuse slots used by any of your vehicle's critical components, such as the airbags and the engine modules. Now we are going to use the circuit tester. Our tester has a red light on the end of it, and when it detects power, the light will illuminate. Remember, you will need to test for a fuse that only receives power when the ignition is on. Start off by turning off the ignition in your car and ground the circuit tester to a non-coated screw or bolt. Locate a fuse that does not receive power by touching each of the metal contacts of the fuse. Once you have located one, turn on the ignition of your car and test the same fuse again. If the circuit tester lights up, you have found an ACC fuse slot. Make sure to tap into a 20 amp or larger fuse. Once you have located an ACC fuse, remove the fuse from the fuse box with pliers and insert it into the bottom row of the fuse tap. Insert a fuse into the top row of the fuse tap that either has a lower or equivalent amperage than the original fuse. Install the fuse tap by having the terminal that is furthest from the wire inserted into the positive terminal of the fuse slot. Ground the wire to a non-coated screw or bolt. Now that we have inserted the fuse tap into the appropriate fuse slot, we will test that we have hardwired the iVolt Mini correctly. Plug the fuse box charging cable and output cable into the iVolt Mini. On the back of the iVolt Mini, set the dip switch to high. Make sure that parking mode is enabled on the camera, which can be done in your Dashcam settings. Turn on the ignition and check the indicators on the battery pack. Charging begins when the charge indicator flashes red for 10 seconds and remains solid. The Dashcam will now power on in continuous mode. Turn off the ignition and the Dashcam should switch to parking mode.
Parking recording will now start.
The last step is to hide the wiring and mount the battery pack. We are using the included Velcro strips to mount the battery pack underneath the driver's seat. Your iVolt Mini is now successfully installed. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact our support team as they would be happy to help you out.